Well, greetings, people of the internet. Unky Joe here. Where the hell am I? Yes, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. There have been some changes here at Unky Joe's Playhouse once again. So, I guess the best way to show you the changes is to just show you the changes, and then we'll come back and I'll explain to you why I made these changes, and hopefully you'll like these changes. If not, well, we'll worry about that when we get to it. So personally, I think it's a much better use of the space. This is an extraordinarily long room. It's 23 feet long and 13 feet wide, and it just made no sense to have my desk over on that wall. It did at the time because that was the only space I really had, and I didn't want to forego the projection screen and the projector because I still occasionally came in here and watched shows. But I have screens all over my home. I really don't need a dedicated theater room. And I know it's kind of sad and it's a shame. I mean, I've got that lovely projection screen. I've got a lovely projector that I'm now going to need to sell or find another home for. But I did it for a reason. There's a method to my madness. I needed a studio that was functional more than I needed a studio that accommodated sitting here and watching TV on a big screen, on a 110-inch screen. So like I say, I've got panels all over the house. I've got TV is ubiquitous all over this house. I really don't need this space dedicated to, just to watching TV and a studio. I need a studio more. So this will be my main work area here, where we do our demos and we have our little talks. And then I still have my PC behind me, and I have the workbench over here, and I have the gaming unit over here. So that just gives me a whole lot more flexibility. I can pull the camera out and get some wide angle shots, that kind of thing. So I'm happy with it. Hopefully you like the changes. Now, I started on this project about a week ago, and thanks to all the folks over on Discord, they gave me some lovely ideas about what to do with this back wall, which used to be where my projector screen was. Now, I could have painted it. I could have taken some wallpaper. That was one idea. I could have taken vinyl tile and stuck it on the wall, but all those were very labor intensive and quite costly. I don't know if you've priced things these days, but prices have gone through the roof. What I decided to do is go with some drapery material. Now each one of these panels was about was about 32 bucks a piece. And then the curtain rod was another 20 or 30 bucks. And the LED lights, I've had them here forever, so I just threw them up behind it, as you saw. Now, one day after I put those panels, these drapery panels, in my wish list, I got a notification from Alexa that the panels had dropped in price from $32 down to $26. And you got two panels, two 64-inch panels in that package. So I jumped on it, and it was a sign from the heavens that this was meant to be, and it was time to make the change. So the gingham tablecloth will be changing this. Now initially I was going to put a desk behind me, which I did. It's my main desk, but I was going to put another desk over here and then another long desk here. And I just got to thinking, why spend the money? Because I am the king of cheap, right? So why spend the money if you don't need to? So I just went with what I've got. Now I've got a side table over here. This is my father's side table. It was always by his chair growing up as a kid, and it's one of the things of him that I kept because I love it so much. It's a wagon wheel table. If you're old enough to remember the wagon wheel furniture back in the 70s and 60s, that's where this table came from, and I just can't part with it. But yeah, I think it works out really well. It's going to make for some great presentation capabilities. I even have a plant here that I luckily don't have to take care of because it's plastic. But hey, it adds to the ambiance, right? That's a fancy French word for special or pretty. I don't know. I don't speak French. I don't even know why I just said that. But it does add to the ambiance. And then I've got studio lights up here as well that are blinding me as we speak. And I keep looking at the display instead of at the camera, and I need to break myself of that habit. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. But I just think it's going to make for, oh yeah, some lovely little baby tomatoes from our garden. I picked them this morning and forgot I put them on the table here, so they're joining the show. But yeah, they're nothing like a vine ripened tomato, right? We'll just set those over there for now. So yeah, the room is much more functional. It's got the feng shui going on now. I've got a long tunnel to my desk, and I've got storage on either side, and it keeps the center floor clear so I can move stuff around. It just feels so much better in this studio than the way I had it prior to this. Now, if my internet connection ever comes back up, currently it's down, which is very rare. My ISP hardly ever goes down. I'll get online and get this video edited and uploaded to you. But, you know, hopefully you like the changes. I am very happy with them. Oh, one more announcement. Not that you see it that often, but, you know, my floor has been bare for years. It's basically a plywood floor, 3/4 inch plywood floor. That's my subfloor. And, you know, I'm being the king of cheap. I've never bought rugs in here or anything. But I have decided to go ahead and spend the money. I've got about 300 square feet floor to cover, and I got to looking around, and I went to a client of mine, and they have these commercial grade carpet squares that are really nice looking. They're like in shades of gray, and I fell in love with them. I took a picture of them, and I went on the internet, and I was able to find them, and I found I could probably carpet this whole entire studio for around $300 if I do the labor myself. Now, that means everything has to come out of here in order to lay the carpet squares, but I may just do a thing where I start in the center, work my way out, and then move stuff to the center and then finish laying the tiles. I don't know, but we are going to get some flooring in here, so it's nicer under the feet. So yeah, it's the studio is still a work in progress, but as you will see, it just gives us much more flexibility in some of the shots we can get. So there you go. Give us a thumbs up down below and leave your comments down in the comments section. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and click that notification bell to be notified of new videos when they come out. Donate if you're so inclined. We accept PayPal, Patreon, and the YouTube join function. And if you're a YouTube premium member, rest assured that we get part of that income as well. So any of those are acceptable. In our About section under our YouTube page, it'll take you to our social media links at UnkyJoe'sPlayhouse.com. Yeah, I think that's all there is. So adieu for now, and don't forget, we'll see all of you on the other side.